At 184, it's the young freshman Colby Isabelle going up against Leo Tarantino of the Harvard Crimson. We are knotted at 9 through 4 bouts. We started this matchup at 149 with Jack Crook getting a technical fall over Sam McMonigle. Blake Saito in the match of the day so far getting a pin in the second period over Jimmy Harrington of the Crimson. Keegan Rothrock with an upset over Joshua Kim of the Crimson. Well, Phil Conegliaro leveled us up as Harvard won at 174 by major decision. So it's 9-9 as we head to this matchup at 184. Mentioned it's Colby Isabelle against Leo Tarantino. Isabelle this season in fairly limited action, but has wrestled a little bit more of late. Still looking for that first collegiate victory where he is 0-7 going up against Tarantino, who on the season is 8-8. Isabelle was a state champion way back when he was a freshman at the Hill School in Rollinsford, New Hampshire. 3-time state finalist, 2-time NHSCA All-American. And he's going for the leg lock and has it, no control. Isabelle lost him. There was no control, so there's no escape. And we return back to the center of the map. But you hear the Brown stands behind me, as well as the Brown coaching staff and bench off to my left, liking what they see from Isabelle. This is really where you would imagine that this duel could be determined. These next 3 weight classes where both teams have had their struggles at 184, 197, and 285. But that means that there is opportunity for both teams tonight as Brown looks to pick up their second win of the dual meet season. Got one very early, but have gone cold, but now have opportunities coming into this final weekend. Again, it's Harvard today and then tomorrow afternoon against the Pioneers of Sacred Heart. 45 seconds to go here in this first period in our 5th of 10 here on this Friday night from Providence. Leo Tarantino trying to duck a couple of swipes, the senior from Tarpon Springs, Florida. So experience on one side, youthful freshman energy on the other, as Brown in their brown singlets with red and white striped trim at the bottom, represented by the green armbands going up against the Crimson, and you guessed it, Crimson singlets. Final 7 seconds as a little bit of action in that middle part of the period, but looks like we're going to get a whole lot of nothing up on the scoreboard through 1 period. So 2 minutes up on the clock, as always. 3-minute first period, 2 minutes in the second and third for 7 minutes of wrestling, unless a technical fall or fall occur first. Isabelle will go on the bottom. Try and get us on the scoreboard. See Isabelle, he's got that brute strength, just really strong lower body, and he will finally open the scoring as we have a 1-0 score in favor of Colby Isabelle. Lear Quinton and Alex Whitworth next. Then we will see who we have in the big boy battle, Semenenko or Hamrick against either Marcinell or Jeff Crooks, not to be confused with Jack Crook, who we saw dominate at 149 for Harvard. Crook and Crooks different. So far, this match has entirely been contested up here. Nothing at the ground level yet. We have a stall warning whistled against Isabelle. So we return toward the center, and now Isabelle is going to need to do something to convince these officials that he's trying to advance the game. Does have a 1-0 lead, but in this sport, 1-0 is not much. Isabelle got back to his feet. That was strong escape, just using those arms almost like a swim move to keep his defender at bay and allow himself to regain his footing. So far, we've had some really exciting wrestling. This one has been a little bit more of the feeling out process as we now hit the midpoint here at 184. Just the one escape point separating the sides. We've had we've had one of everything, really. We've had a fall, a technical fall, and two major decisions. But this definitely looks like one where we could just have normal decision territory. The way these two are wrestling, I don't see more than a takedown in it. Short time, and we head to the third, and Isabelle, you can hear the support from his bench and from the crowd. Just 1 point in it, but he is 2 minutes away from his first collegiate victory. But this is going to be a long 2 minutes that he's going to have to find a way. He's also just one escape point away from being level. So this is very close, and here we go. So it's 1-1. Isabelle and Tarantino each with an escape point. And now it's the question of who flinches first. Or, more like what we hope, who decides to be the aggressor and go for that takedown. So far, no one's been that close. We saw inklings of a potential takedown in that first period. Really nothing in the second. Saw that one stale warning. So got to avoid a second stall on Colby Isabelle. And he escapes, but only for a second. No control yet. And now, can they turn him? You hear the entire bench. They're trying to get a reversal. They want the reversal, and Isabelle's not going to get it. But here comes the brick. Jordan Lean flings the brick across the mat. These officials are come together, and they are going to get a stall. Who is the stall on? They gave a stall to Colby Isabelle, so it's a stall penalty point, which has given Harvard a 2-1 lead, and that's why Coach Lean immediately threw the challenge brick. He's saying that they were out of bounds. There should be no stall here. But the way that this bout has gone, it would be very difficult for Isabelle, because he would not be bottom when they return to center, so there'd be no escape point. And now the officials are going to come over here, and they are going to look at this. Coach Lean immediately jumped back to his bench and threw the challenge brick, and now Coach Weiss looking for an explanation from the Crimson side. I believe he's saying that shouldn't be able to challenge, but you see the officials down below us.
No, I didn't wave anything up there. I waved them out of bounds at the full stall. Yeah. Just when they go out of bounds.
So,
no, I do the stall and I waved out.
Hearing the officials just in front of me, there was no wave off, which is what the Brown assistants are asking. Was there a wave off? No. They're saying that Isabelle, the stall came as he forcefully went out of bounds, which caused the stall. That is the call on the mat. Now the officials are going to look here. If the call stands, we'd have 1:08 remaining in this third period, and Isabelle, who would not be bottom as we return to center, would need an escape point to tie this match. Obviously, a reversal would give him a 1-point lead, but he'd need a takedown. As you're going to see this again, there's Isabelle. Is he stalling as he goes toward out of bounds? Now, we're not going to be able to see it here. And there's Coach Lean in the background of that image, as well as his assistant coaches, TJ Dudley, Ty Walls, talking things over with Isabelle. This would be a difficult call to overturn, you feel. Again, you see it again. Now, Isabelle, he's definitely dictating the motion toward the corner of the mat. And it is a stall. So the call on the floor stands, and it's 2-1 in favor of Leo Tarantino. So now Isabelle is going to have to dictate the action. A takedown will restore his lead. But at the minimum, if there is any control from Harvard, Isabelle would need the escape point to level us up at 2. such fine margins. It is a time duel, 9-9. This will be the midpoint once we finish this matchup. Isabelle re-engages with 45 seconds left. Now it's going to be Harvard's turn to try and avoid getting called for a stall, as they know that they have such a slim margin for error. Isabelle, again, needs a takedown. 30 seconds to go. Isabelle dictating the action, tries to spin him, goes deep. There's the stall warning, so he has to avoid a second one. If Harvard stalls again, we're tied. Good escape by Tarantino. Harvard trying to escape. Coach Lean this time saying, where's the stall? They're not getting it. 10 seconds left, and they're out of bounds. And we return to neutral, much to the chagrin of Brown. 8.5 to go. Isabelle right back to it. 5 seconds left. Isabelle, can he get one? He's not going to have it, and that's how this matchup's going to end. 2-1 Tarantino. A defensive battle. Colby Isabelle fights to the death, but he still cannot quite pick up that first victory. And that gives Harvard a slender 12-9 lead. So a stall.